Hello everybody, it's Mick from Bushcraft, and in today's video I'm going to be looking over the British Army short-back Bergen. I've done videos on Bergens before, but the one I did last time, quite a while ago now, was the long-back version, and I've also done a video on the Webtex rucksack as well. But this one is on the short-back version. The reason I'm doing the video today is, if you've seen my previous video, which was where I was up on the West Pennine Moors in really bad conditions, I took this out for the first time and I was really pleased with it. It really stood up to the conditions, which were really bad. If you've not seen that video, go and have a look. You'll see the rucksack in that video, and you'll see how bad the conditions were. But somebody said, can you do a little review on the rucksack? So that's what I'm doing today. So we'll make a start. So this is it. This is the British Army short-back rucksack, Bergen. All the details are on the inside there, as per usual. I'll just read that out for you. It's the rucksack and frame, short, convoluted back, DPM. And that's this one was from 2007. The NSN number's on there, which I'll put the details of that in the description at the bottom. So the reason I like this rucksack in comparison to the long-back version is well, it's for that reason really. It's a shorter rucksack. It sits higher up on your back, which means you can also have the additional utility webbing, pouch, belt, call it what you will, if need be. But this, for me, is plenty big enough. It's 90 litres, it holds 90 litres, and you've got the option of the side pouches, 10 litre a piece, so that gives you an additional 20 litres, giving you 110 litres, which in my mind is plenty. Any more than that and you're starting to carry a lot of weight, and it can get uncomfortable for the likes of us. Obviously the guys in the British Army, they're used to it, and they make light work of it. But for us, I think it's ideal. So this is the short-back Bergen. You've got the usual, it's the DPM version obviously, in the DPM camouflage. I had the olive green one last time, but I went for this because it was cheap. I got it for £1. Car boot sale, £1. It's virtually brand new. There's the odd scuff, but all the waterproofing, the rubberized waterproofing inside is absolutely perfect. The zips work, the buckles work, everything's spot on. It's 1000 denier Cordura nylon, as with all Bergens, and very tough, very durable. So you've got the lid there with the side pouch, which has a good wide zip on it, masses of room in there. I can fit my basher in there, that slots into there, and I've still got room for pegs, guy lines, anything like that. It's in the top of your pack. As soon as you get to your camp, you can get that out straight away and set the basher up to give you some shelter. I have noticed on other rucksacks, like the Webtex, that this zip is a lot shorter, and you struggle to get things like a basher in through the gap. But this is wide enough to get the basher in, so that's a good point of this rucksack. You've got the grab handle on the top, and you've got two little loops on the back for adding whatever you want really, sleep mats, things like that, anything. So you open up, and inside again you've got another huge cavernous pocket for I keep first aid kits in there, insect repellent. I have a little pouch which I have a warm hat, gloves, and a neck warmer as well. That goes in there, and a head torch. Still plenty of room for other stuff. Again, a nice strong zip with the thumb loops on. You have to excuse the wind noise in the background. The weather's not too brilliant at the moment in Lancashire. And then that brings you on to the main compartment. You've got the drawstring for the actual main part of the rucksack, which opens out, and then you've got the, I think they call that like a snow baffle. I think that's what it's been referred to as. Again, that's got a drawstring on, so you can keep everything nice and watertight. I usually scrunch that up, wrap it round, and just put a half hitch on there just to keep it secure, so no rain can get in. And then inside we've got massive 90 litre space in there, which is good for putting all manner of kit. I'll show you the inside of the rucksack and show you the rubberised interior, which keeps it waterproof, because that really is a good feature of the rucksack. You want to keep everything dry, so I'll just show you quickly the inside of that. You can see there, you can just see it shining. That's the rubberised interior of the fabric, of the Cordura nylon, which gives it its waterproofed properties. And again, you can see what a good size space there is in there, 90 litres. And then that's the inside. You've got the internal frame, which is held in the little back pocket with Velcro and 3 studs. You can take that out if you want, or you can leave it in, depending on what you want. The thing I like about this shortback version, I don't know if it is, but it just, the main compartment just seems a lot wider and seems bigger. It just seems easier to get stuff in. But I might be wrong, but that's just what it appears to me. You've also got the option of zipping your side pouches in, 10 litre side pouches, they can be zipped into there. If you're not using them, you've got these straps which can be drawn in to tighten the rucksack up. What I do when I go out on CTX activations with the mobile comms, I have a 10 metre mast that collapses down, and I slot that down the side there, tighten up the straps, and that holds in there perfect. So that's what I use that for. And obviously you've got the same on the other side. You've got all these molly webbing loops all down the side there for attaching all manner of things, and the same down that side. Once you're all fastened up, you've got the buckles, which of course can be tightened down. These have been taped up to stop the excess webbing from flopping about. You've then got the big outer pocket, which again, good zip, Velcro lid to keep it nice and watertight. Again, inside that's got the rubberised interior to keep it waterproof. Good for water bottles, cook kit, things like that. One thing I've found is if that's open and it's raining and that gets water in, it will hold the water, because with it being waterproof it can hold the water in there, so you need to make sure you keep that lid down. What else have we got? We've got a loop at the bottom there, just the one, is it? Yeah, just the one, with 2 side loops. Again, I suppose that could be for an ice axe or something like that, but you can use it for whatever you want. Underneath you've got another grab handle, so you've got the 2 grab handles, so if you're lifting this in and out of a Land Rover or a car, the boot of your car, or just moving it around camp, it just makes it, carrying it a bit easier. On the back, so you've got another handle there as well, so you've 2 handles at the top. Good solid thick harness, which can be adjusted to however you want. Again, more loops on the harness there for clipping GPS, radios, camera bag, anything you like really. There's 2 straps down, 2 loops down at the bottom. This actually, you can't see that, this extra padded belt I've added. That just fits in these 2 loops. It's already got the webbing, it's already got the belt anyway that goes round with the buckle, but I've just added that for a bit of extra padding. But you don't need that. I just added that because I had it. It's got the. It's quite stiff. It's quite. I don't know. It's rubber inside there, but it's quite hard. But on your back, it's comfy. It is really comfy. I was quite surprised when I first felt it. I thought, that feels a bit hard. That. But when it's on your back, it's really comfy. It molds really nice. And that's about it, really. There's not much more to tell you about it. 90 litres I've already mentioned, but I found that to be a great rucksack. I've had several different ones. Like I say, I've had the long back version, I've had the Webtex, which for me were a bit on the big side, a bit too much. Like if you've got the capacity, you tend to fill it, and when you fill it, it gets a lot heavier. This is a good size to get your kit in. That you need, with extra space if you want to stuff waterproofs, extra jumpers, leggings, stuff like that. You've still got that extra space just to fill the voids, but you're not adding that much extra weight. So that's what I like about it. So there you go. That's the British Army shortback Bergen, 90 litres, 110 litres if you have the side pouches in the DPM. And I think that's a great rucksack. You can't go wrong with that. There's a lot of different rucksacks out there, but and with all outdoor gear really, British Army stuff, ex-Army surplus, you can't go wrong with it. It's tried and tested. It's good, strong, durable kit, and you can get it relatively cheap. If you're really lucky, like I was, very cheap, £1, and yeah, I highly recommend it. I've only used it once, but I'll definitely be using it again, and you'll no doubt see it on some of my future videos. If you've got one of these yourself, please leave a comment, tell me what you think, whether you prefer the short back or the long back. I suppose it's dependent on your height. I'm only 5'10", so this is ideal for me. So there you go, that's the short back version, British Army. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.